Hello everyone, glad to have you with us. Today we're going to be talking about the Easter egg chicken. And it's going to be the pros and the cons. This is a review. I don't have any Easter egg chickens for sale. So it's going to be a totally non-biased video and just my experience. My family has raised Easter eggers also. And so it's just going to be experience with no bias involved. And here's what I've learned about the Easter egger. They're a pretty good chicken. They're a good layer, and they will lay actually almost as good as a Rhode Island Red, not quite maybe. They'll average about 220 eggs the first year you have them, and then after that they don't go down very much. They keep laying good. Even up till they're 4 year old, you're probably going to average about 200 eggs a year from an Easter egg hen. And so see, they actually catch up. Even though something might outlay them that first year, like your hybrid, you'll have to replace that hybrid, where the Easter egger, you can keep him for another 2 or 3 years. So that's one thing that I really like about the Easter egger. Another thing about the Easter egger is he's set up for cold weather. He's got the beard, no wattles, and the little peak comb, which makes him excellent for cold weather. Okay, let's look now at some other things about him. We talked about the laying ability. Let's talk about the egg quality. The egg quality is really good with the Easter egger. I've never seen any bloody spots in the Easter eggs. And that not only that, it seems that the peeling, when you boil an egg, an Easter egg, these Easter egg chickens, their eggs seem to peel a little easier for some reason. Even when you crack them and you're just going to fry the egg, you will notice that the egg comes out of the hull a little cleaner than a brown egg. The brown egg, a lot of times you look in there and you've still got a third of the white of your egg is still in the hull, but not with an Easter egger. It seems to come out, and when you boil it, you will notice that they peel just a little easier. Usually you want to age the egg about a week before you try to boil it, and that'll be sufficient. Okay, what else do we talk about? Well, let's talk about their temperament. Now, their temperament is good. The hens, the temperament is really good. They don't pick on smaller chickens. They're very tolerant of other chickens. But the rooster can be a little more aggressive. And I found that nearly all of the roosters that come from cackle hatchery are man fighters. That means that they will fight people. If you've got them running out around your house and the grandkids come over, they're going to be hitting the kids. So that could be a problem. But anyway, that breeds out. Usually you can breed the man fighting gene out pretty easy. It's never a dominant gene. Okay, now let's look at, what else do we want to look at? Food to egg ratio. It's pretty good. Now the Easter egger is going to eat more than the leghorn. The leghorn, they don't eat a lot. They have a very good food to egg ratio. And the Easter egger is not going to compare to that quite so much. He's going to eat a little bit more feed. Okay, what else? They're non-broody to an extent. Usually if you get 10 hens, you might have 1 or 2 that will go broody. But not bad. They're not bad to go broody. And, that may vary with different hatcheries. I'm talking about cackle hatcheries. As far as theirs, only that's what it's been running. About 2 out of 10 will go broody. All right. And the egg size, I don't think I've covered that. The egg size is about extra large. They generally lay an extra large egg. Okay. Now, one thing that you'll notice about the Easter egger is they almost never come identical. You have 10 hens and you can walk up to the chicken pen and easily tell each hen because they have an individual color. Even though they're similar, there'll be a little difference in them and you'll be able to tell them. And that's pretty important. Okay, the climate, we already discussed that a little bit. But I will say this, they have very long feathers, very long wing feathers. And they fly really well. But with those long feathers, they do tend to get a little hotter in the summer. If you live in a place like Arizona, you might want to get a different breed for a place like that. They'd be perfect for Alaska because they don't have any wattles and they have that little comb. And with the long feathers, they'd stay really warm. So perfect for a cold climate. Okay, let's talk about the crossing. They cross well with other chickens. Maybe not quite as good as some of the hybrids, but pretty close. If you take a Rhode Island Red rooster and cross with an Easter egg hen, now the babies will all be red. And most of the babies will have a pea comb. I'd say about 60% will have a pea comb and about 40% a straight comb. The ones that have the pea comb will lay the greenish brown egg. They will not lay the brown egg. They will lay a greenish brown egg if they have the pea comb. Now, if they have the straight comb like the Rhode Island Red, they will lay a brown egg. That's you can pretty much take that to the bank. Okay, let's talk about the color. Now, when you cross the Rhode Island Red, like I said, if you cross a Rhode Island Red with an Easter egg hen, the babies will all be red. That Rhode Island Red color is dominant. And but now, if you cross two blue Easter eggers together, Easter eggers come in about 10 different colors. So you can cross two blue Easter eggers and you will get several colors because blue does not breed true. The blue gene does not breed true, and that's pretty much with any chicken. And but now black to black, that will breed true. If you have an Easter egger that's black, a hen and a rooster, those will breed true. You'll get all black offspring. Now, if you breed splash to black, you will get all blue. I know that sounds a little strange that you can take a white, spangledy looking chicken, a splash, and breed it to a blue hen. Breed it to a black hen, breed it to a black hen and get all blue offspring. Splash to black, you'll get all blue offspring. And now, of course, if you breed anything to a white chicken, you're pretty much going to get all white. If you breed an Easter egger to a white leghorn, they're pretty much all white. White is a dominant color. So, but if I fail to answer any of your questions today, just leave them in the comment section, and I will leave you an answer back in the comment section. I know it's hard to answer everybody's questions. A lot of times you've got that one question that just seems like nobody seems to answer. So leave it in the comment section and I'll be glad to answer it for you. And now my next video will be on the Rhode Island Red chicken. So be sure and stay tuned for that and hit the subscribe button and the like button. And I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching the video.